Next up, CT. Who we got in the building?
You already know this handful, man. It's your girl Pocah the Rebel. Check the fucking.
It's a very special guest. We got, in my eyes, one of the best female MCs, artists, whatever you want to call it, in the state of Connecticut.
Thank you. I appreciate that. For real.
I know a lot of people tell you this.
I do hear it, but I'm pretty humble about it. But it does mean a lot, though. I appreciate that shit a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so all my interviews, I start from the beginning. So I want to start from the beginning. Tell the viewers where you come from, a little bit about your upbringing.
Alright, well, I'm from Bloomfield and Hartford. From Blue Hills. And really, I started rapping when I was like 7. For real.
So real young.
Yeah, like I always had a passion for the pen.
Okay.
So, that's kind of how it drove with my brother's rap, so it kind of just rubbed up on me. Like, how
was it growing up in Bloomfield / Hartford?
It was alright. It wasn't bad, I kind of learned a lot, from both aspects, you know what I'm saying? Nice in the suburbs, but, shit can still get real when you're on the other side, so.
Indeed. So what's something, you started writing music and rapping early, you said 7. What's something that inspired you to start getting into music that early?
Like I said, my brothers rapped, and there was a period of time in my life where I was just like, I was a knucklehead. I got locked up when I was a kid. So my notebook ended up being like a big way for me to express myself. So once I got to listening to like Foxy and Kim, and then Rennie came around with her battle raps, I was like, oh yeah. So, this is my lane. This is my lane.
So, what did you do as a kid to get in trouble?
I was a fighter. Like, people know me. Like, I was always with the shits. I don't back down from shit.
You was knocking heads off.
Most definitely.
Okay, so how did you get your name, Pocah the Rebel?
Honestly, it started off as an acronym, and then I kind of just switched it just to Pocah. It was like Princess out here causing havoc. But
oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, then I just kind of was like, we're just gonna make it Pocah, like
that kind of like
Pocahontas.
That kind of give me like some Mobb Deep feel, like a Lady Mobb Deep feel.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
You should probably do like a project called that.
I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Just so people kind of know where
it come from. Yeah, for sure. That's all. I like that. When was your first ever song you did, like recorded?
In the studio?
Yep.
My first song I say I did on my own, I was like 16, and it's still on SoundCloud. It's called Go Hard.
It's Go
Hard. The shit is still hard though. I ain't go hard. It's still hard, but my voice is all little and shit. But it was a banger.
So it's still on SoundCloud. You have to go do that. Out of all your music, what you would say is your best project? What would you tell the viewers to go see and go listen to?
Honestly, right now, I feel like the Rebellious Charm, the tape I just dropped, is probably like one that I like the most. Only because I feel like at this time it kind of collected a lot of me from all aspects of the growth. You know what I'm saying? I kind of put my words together a little differently, and I just painted the picture a little bit more clear for the people. So I think that one would be the best one. Go stream that Rebellious Charm. You know what I'm saying?
Go stream that Rebellious Charm.
Most definitely.
All right. Another question I got is how do you navigate in this male-dominated space the way you do?
Because I don't care. I don't care because honestly, like, I know what I'm good at, and this is one of my strengths. So nobody ever try to downplay me in this department. I don't care how hard you think you is, dude. Like, for real. Like, I feel like only because like a lot of dudes talk about the same shit, they don't ever switch it up to me, and they kind of all dress the same. Y'all look alike. So y'all need to figure out a way to stand out.
So it's not that much uniqueness you're saying.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always sell sex. A lot of females sell sex. Okay, a lot of dudes talk about selling drugs. Cool. I kind of combine the both a little bit. I don't really talk about sex like that. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of just change the approach of things because when I'm sitting here, people are like, "Oh, she rap." unless you know what it's him for, you ain't gonna know what's gonna come out my mouth.
Yeah, because the cliche thing is a female rapper is gonna be talking about sex and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you when they think of you, it's nothing to do with that. It's bars, like it's really bars for real.
I like to make people think a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do get straight to the point because you're not gonna miss the message.
That's dope. Yeah, and I see you everywhere performing all the time, rocking the crowd. How is it for you performing?
I love performing.
You love it?
It's an adrenaline rush. I love it. It's like, you know how people have bad days, you know what I'm saying? They probably go to the bar, get a drink. If I'm having a bad day, I would love to get on the stage and perform because I'm going to let all my energy out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get my shit off. I love it.
You love it.
Yeah.
When was your first time performing? Tell us a story about that.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
My first time performing was at Club Vine, but I think it was a club called Vine or Symmetry at the time. But you know, right downtown. I was like 17 and I was with my homegirl, So Sexy, and we had a song. She was like, oh, I really want to perform it, feel me? I'm going to get you in. She definitely got me in that day. And shout out Vanessa, she had went on right before me, feel me? And she was doing her thing. And that day, like, I ain't really girly like that. I had decided to wear heels and shit. I don't do that. I don't do that too often unless I'm in the club parlaying. But I was performing in heels. That was different.
When you do, you kill it.
Now that I'm coming, this is my first time, you feel me? This is my first time. And I'm only 17 at the club. It was lit though, by the way. So I would get on stage and be performing. And I'm doing my thing. I did stumble a few times, but I don't think it was the best performance. But, you know, it got me kind of accustomed to the stage and shit.
Got you accustomed.
Yeah. So
do you still feel the nervousness when you're about to perform?
Honestly, most of the time it's no, unless I feel like it was kind of short notice, and I'm just like, oh shit. But then I still go to the stage, and you probably never realize that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't see no type of nervousness when you perform. You always perform like a professional.
Because when you know once they hand me the mic, it's over. It's like all that weird shit go away.
You can tell you really love it when you perform it. Like you can tell you really do this. Yeah. Like you really do it. I done seen you perform many a times.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So, what you looking to get out of music? You looking to go platinum, or you just looking to do it for you just do it for a hobby, or you just do it because you love it? What about it that keeps you going?
I could definitely say I do it because I love it, but I feel like I said, this is my passion. This is kind of like one of those things. Like every time you try to steer away from it, keep coming back. It's just like, what you doing? You gotta do this. What's going on? I love the music. So it's like, I want to be worldwide. Like, I want people to hear my voice because I feel like I got something to say for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I have a good time doing it, and I want people to enjoy it with me.
That's why I created this platform to kind of give like people out there a new view on the artists out here, because I think people don't connect enough with us, which is why we're not growing. So if people get to see our personalities a lot more, they're going to follow you more, listen to your music more, because they listening to your personality more. Because, the podcast game is where it's at right now. A lot of artists and people is up here voicing their opinions, and people want to hear what you guys got to say.
Yeah, people like the visual aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to stay up to date with my content too. You know what I'm saying? Like I could drop music, but people want to, they want to see like, okay, I like this song, but what's the visual to it? Like, how did you see it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on that aspect of it too.
So tell us about Fly or Die.
Oh, gang. Those are my brothers. Fly or Die, that's the label. That's the team. You know what I'm saying? We that's family right there. Like, literally, like, we all started together. Like, Bren, I know him from high school, and Vito, we go way back to when my dad owned the laundromat on Blue Hills. Like, we go back. So we all ended up, coming together and starting this Fly or Die Nation thing. And the label been up. Like, we got clothes and everything. Everything,
yeah. And you guys been doing, like you said, y'all started together when y'all was young, and y'all just still been rocking it out.
Yeah.
And that's really dope. Y'all unique type of group.
For sure. Because
there's no groups out here with a female in it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
That's dope.
I feel like everybody has their own lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. Yep.
Nobody's stepping on nobody's toes, so it kind of works out that way.
Is that is Vito and Bryn one of the reasons why your pen game so hard? Like you had to brush shoulders with these guys all the time?
Not at all.
Nah?
Honestly, no. I think they came to me because they knew like my shit was up there with them. Like they was like, okay, you gonna add a little different flavor to it.
So what we doing?
Exactly. So like I said, everybody got their own lane. So
do y'all be having competition when y'all get on tracks and stuff?
Sometimes it's funny, or we ask each other for a verse and it's already laid down. We hear it, we be like, nah, I'm gonna probably have to go back and because I gotta, make sure it goes with the song or whatever. But yeah, that kind of is friendly competition and it keeps us going harder. That's it.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know those guys too for a long time. They good dudes. Shout out to them.
Most definitely.
So tell us what you got coming up next. What's new?
Whoa, let me tell you something. This Tuesday. Well, no, sorry, this Monday. I got a lit ass show coming up. All right, I'm gonna need everybody to pop out.
What's the date?
It's gonna be 10/17.
10/17.
10/17.
All right, I make sure I drop
Monday, 10/17.
I make sure I drop a clip so they see.
Okay, think Gucci. But yeah, it's gonna be a lit one. The set is like 30 minutes, so it's not even like a little
30-minute set. So you like a headliner for this joint, right?
I get to talk my shit. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And I get to actually give people like a real show. Like I feel like every time I do perform, it's never like enough, and people are like, "You ain't gonna do no more." And I'm kind of glad this time it's like, yeah, fuck with me the long way.
That's what's up. Where is it?
In Chicopee, Mass. It's gonna be at Geraldine's Bar and Grill.
Okay. If you can tap into that show, we'll see Pocah do her thing for 30 minutes.
Tap in. Okay, but yeah, I got. I'm working on another project before the year ends, so I don't want to tell. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah.
You got a name for it?
I got like 2, so I don't really want to, I'm not gonna put nothing out there, but just know I got another project coming. Like I feel like the very show was just a little tease, so the end of the year just.
How many projects do you got
in total?
In total.
Oh my god. I don't know. I would have to count. I wouldn't say it's over 5. I got shit on that piff. Like I got shit from way back. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely more than 5.
There's a lot out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of music for the people to tap into. For sure.
Okay. How is it for you being a public figure, an artist? Okay, so you being an artist, a public figure, how are relationships for you? Because I know when you step out there, people be on your body.
Relationships is funny. But you gotta find somebody that's solid enough to understand what you got going on. For real. Because, like you said, a lot of people be on your body every time you outside. Oh, hey, what's going on? And I'm a social person, so I don't mind saying what up to me. It's not like I ain't lived before, so I can say what up. But yeah, you just gotta find somebody solid. But a lot of people act like they ready for some shit, and they not. And that's the downfall of being with somebody that's doing music like to this degree. You know what I'm saying?
So you come across a lot of those issues during relationships that people who can't handle you being a social person, social figure.
Most definitely. It's like at first they be like, oh, they your biggest fan, your biggest supporter, but when you gotta be outside and you gotta be networking and be in places and doing things when they want to be in a house cooling, they get mad and upset.
How do you deal with that?
Honestly, I still gotta do my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna take my shit as serious as me. So you can sit there in your feelings all you want to, but I gotta get this work done. So
in other words, you're gonna be consistent no matter what.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, you either gonna jump on the bandwagon or not.
Yeah,
it's just that simple.
Okay, so how do you stay consistent? How do you keep that mindset? So like, you could be dealing with somebody who you really care for, but your goals, you gotta stick to your goals. So what keeps you determined to be consistent?
What keeps me determined? Yeah, my son keep me determined. I don't care. Like, relationships gonna come and go. Like, if you with me, you with me. If you're not, like, I don't. Okay. It is what it is. Like, I got a house I gotta feed. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, your son keep you going.
Most definitely. That's the drive. I put on an instrumental. He'd be like, that ain't the one. But if it's the one, he'd be like, this the one. Okay. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to it.
So he turn you up.
Fast.
So in all my interviews, I only interview guys thus far, but I always ask about fatherhood. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you about fatherhood. How do you feel about that? And then I want to ask you about motherhood, since you're a woman, and How do you feel about motherhood and being a mom to a son?
All right, so which one first?
You gonna start with fatherhood?
Okay, cool.
What you feel about fatherhood? Your relationship with your father?
Oh, my father is sturdy. I love my dad. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman, so I got my grind, my hustle from him. So having a father definitely matters. You know what I'm saying? He definitely, I think about him in a lot of everything I do. You know what I'm saying? So I shout out to my dad and shout out to my son's father because he's there. You know what I'm saying? He plays a major role when I'm out doing my shows. That's who he's with. Because one thing I can say, he co-signs what I do. Because you know what I'm saying? He understands what's going on. So, yeah, I'm big on fatherhood. You know, fatherhood matters. You know, and motherhood, I'm big on it too. You know what I'm saying? I know there's certain things I can't teach my son, but there's a lot of things that I can. So the things that I can instill in him most definitely do. You know, so it just matters to be active. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be there. Money is one thing, but you gotta be there.
You gotta be there. I'll be telling people that, like, even if you don't got money, man, just spend time. That matters more. They gonna remember that more.
I promise you.
Yeah.
And those things really, like, you know, keep me going. Because my son will watch my videos and something like that. He's like, oh, where was you at performing here? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be little stuff like that. Be like, all right.
So you were a young mother?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily? How old were you?
23. Turning 24.
Okay,
yeah.
We're pretty young, yeah. Because I was 22.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we were still above the legal age. I get
Yeah, you know. I feel like I was ready.
Yeah, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So how do you like motherhood? How do you like being a mom? And how do you balance your music career and being a mom and work?
Jesus. I'm thankful that it happened at the time that it did. You know what I'm saying? I was ready at the time, and I feel like it put a little more drive in me. And the balance, like I said, I'm thankful for his dad because he understands what I do. So, you know, on the weekends, that's when I can actually be in the studio and do what I got to do. And work, you know, I work for me. I don't work for them. You know what I'm saying? I got to make it work for me. So if I'm a clock in, it got to work for me.
You set the tone?
That's it. I come in and I set the tone. With me, I work smarter. I don't work harder. That's always been my motto. Always been my motto.
I respect it.
You know what I mean?
I respect it, for sure. What else? Have you ever battle rap? I know some people want to see you battle rap.
I've never battled rap in my life. I've always considered it because, like I said, like, you know, I got friends that battle rap and shout out to all of them. Feel me? But I think about it, but I'm more of a creator. Like, when it comes to, like, music and videos, like, I don't want to steer my lane off into battle rapping. That's how I always felt. Like, I could do it. Like, my pen could definitely do it. But
yeah, it'd be dope to see you in a battle. I don't really know too many female battle rappers that much, but it'd be dope to see you get in the ring and use your pen, because I know your pen getting hard. So, but the crazy part is, you battling, I know they won't even want to set you up with a girl.
No, and it's funny because, like, the last time I was supposed to battle, was it Maze or Younger?
Oh, and the verses? I mean...
No, I did do the verses with Younger, but I was supposed to, like, battle rap. I think it was Maze.
They wanted you to battle.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. I ain't give a fuck, because I know he won too, so it was going to be an interesting one. So,
if you were to battle rap Younger, that would have been funny.
That would have been jokes.
I don't think he would have did it. I don't think he would have did it for real.
That would have been interesting, but yeah, like, I don't know a lot of female battle rappers out here at all.
Me neither.
So,
you would have had to go up against one of the guys.
For sure.
Younger and May supposed to be battling soon. They got some.
What?
They supposed to be battling each other soon. Yeah. I guess I don't know what happened. I seen it on Facebook. They might have battle each other.
That one sounds interesting.
All right, Pocah, man. Thank you for coming to interview with us. It's always a pleasure being around you, hearing your bars. You got some bars for us?
Y'all gotta pay me these days. Okay.
Y'all heard that? You gotta pay for the
Run
bars.
that check. That's it. I don't pop smokes for free, baby. Run the bag up. Straight like that.
All right, we out.